Well, hello, everybody. How are you doing?
Hey, wow. Can you
So
believe it's back to school time?
I know, Beck, I was just going to say that. So, yeah, it's back to school. I know some people they love the routine of back to school time. And then there are other more free spirits, which I am not one, by the way, that loves just an open schedule and to sleep in and get up and go to the beach if you want to. So just know wherever you're at in your mind as far as this goes, you're going to be glad you're here with us today because we've got some fun stuff to talk about for back to school. Whether you're on the more structured side of the fence or the unstructured side of the fence.
Exactly. And you guys, we have a lot of content to cover. So we're not actually going to answer your questions live, but we want you to put them in the comments. So we're going to interact as far as asking you questions. Make sure you put things in the comments. And if there's something that we need to address later, we will definitely do that. But we want to be mindful of your time tonight. So be sure that you're commenting, because we do like to do drawings when there's lots of comments.
Exactly. We want your feedback. We want to hear from you guys. So let's jump right into this, Becky. So it's back to school time. We're moving into fall, even though it really doesn't feel like it. But there's a lot going on. I think a lot of parents, students too, there's a certain amount of anxiety, but excitement. You know, it's another year that's a little unconventional, let's say. So let's talk about some ways that we can make their lives easier.
That sounds fantastic. And, we're going to do this in kind of three ways. There's three different people probably watching, groups of people. We've got students. So whether you're a high school student or a middle schooler or a college age student, or maybe you've gone back to school in your adulthood, wherever you're at, we're going to talk about students. We're going to talk about moms.
Right.
Moms, you got to take care of yourself.
Right.
And then we're going to talk about teachers, especially especially female teachers. I'm married to a male teacher. Y'all need special grace right now. That's all I got to say. After this last week of over 100-degree index, if you don't have air conditioning, I bet you have some things you need to know about your makeup.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So let's start out with the new product that we have, Becky, because it's so versatile. It's our micellar water, and it's new to Mary Kay, and I think it's a new product for a lot of us. It's more of a European product. It's been around a long time, actually. It's nothing new, but what is micellar water, Beck?
Oh, this is such a great product. Micellar water is going to give you the ability to do a quick cleanse without having to wash your face. So this is perfect for you, especially you teenagers that are in sports, or moms who are going to the gym, or you're just busy at the end of the night. A teacher, I don't know, sometimes at the end of the day, you just need to go quick and get your makeup off.
Yeah.
So this is great. Throw it in your gym bag, throw it in your backpack. It's a great first cleanse. You can just use this and not have to rinse it off. It feels really, really soft. And I use it at night as a double cleanse. So if you have been in, a 90-degree classroom and your face feels terrible, you just want to get everything off, but then you want to really get in there and clean it with a cleanser. So that's the purpose of a micellar water. Do you have anything to add?
The only thing I'd add is, you might have said this, I apologize if I'm repeating, but you don't have to have water. You can have this, you can be outside camping, you can be anywhere and use this with just a cotton ball. So it's very versatile.
Absolutely. So you do want to follow that up with a skincare system. And we're going to assume that if you're 21 or older, hopefully you have a great skincare system that you are using, and hopefully it's one of ours. If not, or you have questions, stay tuned, because in September, there are multiple opportunities in person and virtual that you're going to be able to try our skincare and get a consultation on what system will be great for you. But let's talk about teenagers in particular. What do we have for them?
Yeah, well, we have amazing skincare. I think, when you're young, typically the vast majority of teenagers, boys and girls, are experiencing breakouts. Their hormones are going crazy. So oily skin, blemishes, that type of thing. We have the best system on the planet, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that. It's called, whoopsie, it's called Clearproof.
Yes.
So it comes beautifully boxed, as you see here. Becky just held up all the various parts to the system. So Beck, explain a little bit about this system.
So our Clearproof set has a guarantee that you will see results in 7 days. I know for my teenage guys and girls, I have men or boys and girls that are using this system, especially with this hair that's hanging down over their foreheads. You get all this acne on your face and around your chin. I just met with a young lady about 3 weeks ago, and she had texted me and said, I just really need to learn about skincare. And I was so proud of her for wanting to learn about skincare. She owned the Clearproof set. But when we sat down, we discovered she really wasn't actually using it. Yeah. She didn't have that habit. And so we love to do a 21-day challenge with our teenagers in particular. Yeah. And we reward them, at least I do, for using it 21 days, morning and night. And bless her, sweetheart, I love her. She messaged me halfway through. We had a deal. If she missed a night or a day, she had to start all over on her 21-day habit. And so she messaged me and said, I had my girlfriend hangover and I forgot. So she started all over. But you know what? She did it. Right. Her face feels so much better. Her acne's clearing up, and she's so proud of herself for starting a great skincare habit.
It's just anything in life, whether it's your diet, whether it's how you think, whether it's drinking enough water, whether it's your skincare, it all comes down to consistency and doing those important things on a consistent, regular basis. There is so much value to that, you guys. So yes, please use your skincare twice a day. And you know what? In weather like this, you might need to use it 3 times a day.
Right. And then she got a little bit too dried out. And so I love the fact that we were able to transition part of her skincare to our botanical line.
Yeah.
And so we do have another set for teenagers in particular. It's not anti-aging. Make sure I'm getting all the right stuff here. It does have the cleanser, a toner, and a moisturizer. And we just substituted a couple of things to keep her acne fighting, but not drying her out. So just know there's a couple of options for your kids. We also have a Naturally line that is also a possibility. I didn't pull it out, but we can customize something for your kids to help with keeping really good habits and helping with that acne, especially wearing a mask, if they're having to wear a mask.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it just affects your self-esteem. It really does. So parents, if you can do something small like this, it does make a big difference.
I heard too that if they've started wearing deodorant, they need to start their skincare.
Right.
Those two go hand in hand. So if your kids are wearing deodorant, but you haven't gotten them on a good skincare system, today's the day, friends.
Yeah, that's a really good way to put it, Becky, because some parents might be going, I don't know if Tommy's ready for that. Well, now you know. If he's wearing deodorant, he's ready.
Yes. And a bar of soap or shower gel is not skincare.
Mm-mm.
So just keep that in mind.
Be aware.
And do you have the travel size, and why would that be important?
Yeah, so we talked about the micellar water working great, like when you're on the go or in a duffel bag, a gym bag. We have this cute little go set with all the Clearproof products in it. And it's got all the good information. And they're just little adorable not really sample sizes, but it would last, I'd say 2 to 3 weeks on a regular basis, probably using it once in a while, it could last the whole school year. Who knows? But it's just really nice to have when you're on the go and you need to use your skincare and you don't want to tote around those big bottles.
So great. And such a reasonable price too.
Mhm.
So that's so good.
Yeah.
So we have the skincare done. What's next?
So what's next is once you have your skincare done and your face is in a good place as far as balanced out, you're going to want to put on something to even out your skin tone. It does not have to be heavy. We don't want it to clog your pores. We want it to be very natural looking. So we have 2 options as far as evening out your skin tone. And it kind of depends on, well, it really does depend on your skin type. But if you tend to be a little oilier, our mineral powder is an amazing product. It's very lightweight, goes on easy with a brush. You can layer it if you want to, but you get a very natural look and it will not clog your pores. And then also we have the CC cream. Beck, why don't you talk about CC cream?
Yeah, and just really one quick thing on both of these, the CC cream and the mineral. You can hardly go wrong with it. Especially the mineral powder. It's hard to get a weird line that a lot of these young girls struggle with.
Right.
Well, adults do too, let's be clear. But these are so versatile and they blend in so well if you have a good match. So this CC cream has SPF 15. It's like a tinted moisturizer.
Mhm.
It just has way more benefits for your skin. Very lightweight. It's buildable. So one small light layer will give them a very light coverage. They can put 2 layers or 3 layers on if they need more coverage. The other thing is you can build it with the mineral foundation.
Yes.
So start with CC cream if you want and add mineral if you want. And this can be for any of you, teachers, moms, students. All 3 of you need to do something about your foundation. And when you're wearing a mask, something to consider, we do have a 3D foundation, just FYI, that when you wear it, it helps protect your skin. And as you get all that humidity, for that not to get into your skin. So if you're wearing a mask and foundation, I would recommend the 3D foundation, which I forgot to pull. Oh, here, I have one right here. This is what I put on earlier today.
Exactly. And that's what I have on too. But I do want to mention, and some people will say, I don't wear foundation. It doesn't seem to stay on my face. I don't know. It sits on top of my skin. Well, probably what you need is a primer, a foundation primer.
Yes.
And Beck, ours feels so good going on. It glides on. Becky's showing you. It's so lightweight. Becky tends to have, Becky over here, right here. There's Becky.
There I am.
Becky tends to have oily skin, and you can still wear this, right, Beck?
Yes. When I first got this product, I don't know if I ever told you this, Tracy, we get the new product earlier than anyone else as directors. And so I got this and I did not try it on my face for at least a month. I was 100% frightened by it because it feels a little Vaseline.
Yeah.
It's not as thick as Vaseline. So Don't get me wrong.
Oh.
But as soon as I tried it and really gave it a shot, I cannot turn back from this product. This is amazing. It feels like satin on your skin. I have customers that just wear this. They just like it on their face, and it's kind of like a pore filler.
It is. And you guys, look at the difference. You can see all the sun damage on this hand. Okay. This one has on a tiny bit of foundation primer and a tiny bit of CC cream.
It's amazing.
It literally looks 10 to 15 years younger.
It does.
It makes a difference, you guys.
So good. I love it. So we do need to talk about brushes and tools to put your foundation on. Mm-hmm. So I know, Tracy, you love the blending sponge. I
do, but I have been using this.
Yes, I love the oval blending brush. It looks like a really awesome toothbrush.
Mhm.
It has 20,000 bristles. It's super duper soft. And then we have our liquid foundation brush. Now, I want you to tell everyone, how do you properly use a blending sponge? Because I had a client, a bride here a couple of weeks ago, and she goes, oh, I've tried one of those and it was terrible. And I said, did you wet it? She goes, what? So can you explain why
Yeah.
you don't just use this the way it is?
Yeah, you want to always use the blending sponge thoroughly wet. You want it. You want to hold it under running water and squeeze it out 13 times so that you get water deep in the sponge. You don't want it to be soaking wet. You want to squeeze it out. Then you're going to put your foundation on the back of your hand, load your sponge, and you're going to bounce it on your face. You're going to press it into your skin. And using a blending sponge like that will give you the most natural foundation application that you can get. So if you're somebody who you want kind of a full coverage foundation, but you want it to look kind of more light, but you do like the coverage, a blending sponge would be the perfect tool for you.
Nice. And then for either of these tools, and it really is personal preference. You can see this one has an angle to it.
Mm-hmm.
It has a flat surface right here. I don't know if you can see that. And so some people just like the feel of this one better. It has more surface area, so you can get more going on.
Mm-hmm.
This one, again, same thing. And just like Tracy, some people like to just dab it on their face and then blend. Other people like to put it on their back of their hand. That's what I do. I put a little bit on and I work from the back of my hand.
Right.
Why the back of the hand? Why not the palm?
It's the perfect palette. And if you put it on your palm, trust me, you guys, I put my foundation on earlier today, and 2 hours later, I looked down and I still had foundation on the back of my hand, but it was still there. It wasn't on my clothes. You put it on the palm of your hand, it's going to be on your computer, on your phone, everywhere. You want it on the back of your hand.
Plus, there's oils and bacteria on this surface, not so much this surface. So just keep that in mind too. You want to work from a non-oily surface.
I do want to mention too, we do have a great brush for mineral powder foundation. And you do want, again, you guys, the proper tools make such a difference in your makeup application. You can have the most amazing high-end products, and if you're applying them with your fingers, it's not going to go on as good. So mineral powder goes on better and makes a lot less mess with a mineral powder brush, okay? And you load your brush and you kind of work in a circular motion on your face, okay? You don't just kind of go like this all over. I've seen women do that. You kind of want to work it into the skin.
Yeah. And that's buildable as well. So you can get really quite full coverage with that, with lots of layers, and it doesn't feel any heavier. That's the beautiful thing with the mineral. Super lightweight.
Exactly. Yes.
The other thing that you might want is a translucent powder. Maybe you don't want to top your CC cream with a mineral foundation. That might be more coverage than you want, but you want a matte finish. Just use a little bit of the translucent powder. I use a nice big puffy brush like this, or all over powder brush, and a little goes a long way. So it shouldn't look all white. It should just have a little bit on it. So just a little tiny bit, and you just brush it on, and it will give you a matte finish.
Typically what's in the cap, you guys, like that right there, is enough for your whole face for the day, unless you need to touch up.
Yep. All right. Well, that takes care of our foundation.
Right.
And kind of, yeah, how can we apply this to our schools? Like, it's the basic arithmetic facts, right?
Right. Yes.
But we're taking it up a level. We need to go to art class now and do some eye color, because I'm feeling really naked at the moment.
You know, Becky is so beautiful, and you don't even really notice she doesn't have on eye makeup, but she doesn't have on eye makeup. No. So you're going to start out with a very basic look, right, Beck? What do you do?
I am. So I love, love, love these liquid eyeshadows, especially for my young women in my life. But honestly, anyone of any age can wear these. I'm going to use the Pink Starlight and the Light Beam. And really all I do, let me get my mirror in an appropriate place for us, is I'm going to put, I already have eye primer on my eye, just FYI, I like an eye primer. So I'm just going to go on my eyelid like this. And I don't even really need to color it on as much as I am, but there we go. I am going to blend it out, I promise. I'm going to put a little bit of Light Beam right here. Now, I don't want to stop there because this look is not pretty. This is an amateur look. We're going to take it up by just taking our liquid eye brush like this and blending. That's all there is to it. And I just blend them both together. Now, Tracy had a great idea, and I'm not doing it that way today. I should have done it that way. It's just putting a dot here of the Light Beam, a dot here of the Pink Starlight, and then she's going to show you two other colors. Choose one of the other two colors to put a dot out here and then blend. I'm just not doing that one today. So what are the other two colors there, Tracy?
So the other two colors, and Becky just said that perfectly. Yeah, you can just, these are so easy to use. They have a tiny bit of shimmer, but it's not too much. There are 4 colors, like Becky mentioned. She's using the Light Beam and the Pink Starlight. Is that right, Beck?
Yep.
And then we have Purple Nova. And then we have Meteor Shower. The Meteor Shower is more of a brown, and the Purple Nova obviously is more purple. Okay. Let me tell you, you can very easily have all 4 of these, and they all work together. They all work together. You don't have to figure anything out when you apply them. You can use a brush when you apply them, or you can use your finger. They are water resistant. You can put this on for a very simple eye look in literally 30 seconds or less, and it's going to look amazing. Or if you really want to kick it up, you can take an extra 30 seconds and add 1 or 2 other colors. They're so easy, you guys. They're long wearing, like I said, and whether you're very young or just young at heart, these are kind of a necessity. They are liquid eye colors, and I just think everybody needs them. I really do.
Yeah. So for my extra look, and I wear this pretty much every day, I like a little bit more color. This look right here is my Saturday look. Just my simple everyday. I don't, I just want to not fuss. Now I'm just adding a little espresso in this outer corner. Can you see the difference?
Yes.
And that just, for me, gives me a little bit more dressy look. So if you are a mom and you have not been taking care of yourself for the last year or 18 months because, life was hard, maybe you want to get together with your consultant and try some new eye looks. I know some of my clients are reaching out to me with that right now and just saying, you know what, I need to get back to taking care of me and finding a new look. What are your thoughts on that? You're a mom. I'm not a mom. So talk to us, Tracy.
Well, you're a dog mom, and
I'm a dog mom. Yes.
That's very important. So yeah, I just think a lot of women with COVID, just people in general, maybe, and I've talked to people, I've even experienced this a little bit myself. There can be a little bit of depression. Maybe you gained a few pounds over COVID. A lot of people did. I including myself. Okay. So try to find some ways where you can do even the smallest things make a big difference, but do 1 or 2 things for yourself and treat yourself a little bit. The great thing about cosmetics or even skincare is 1 or 2 things don't break the bank. It doesn't cost a lot to treat yourself, and it can totally change your frame of mind. It really does. It seems like, I don't know, maybe to some people it seems shallow, but it's really not. Because when you feel a little bit better and you feel like you've taken some time for yourself, you have more to give for other people. You just do.
I've seen it happen in appointments. A woman coming, kind of dragging, had a long day, shoulders down, really carrying the weight of the world, and getting that feeling of looking pretty.
Right. Yeah.
Like, Okay, I can face the day. And so maybe that's you today. Maybe you've just had a really long day or a long 18 months.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes just that little thing will help. Well,
Well,
let's talk about our fall eye colors because I don't want to go on to eyeliner until I get these on.
yes. And
You
Beck,
want to talk about them while I do it?
you want me to talk about the new eyeshadows?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. And then also, Beck, I want you to make sure that we don't forget about under eye corrector. I want to talk about that too, because
I'm going to do that last.
that's a miracle product. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
You guys, so we have some amazing new products for fall. And these are, oh boy, let me find this. Okay, these are lustrous. How do you say that?
Luxurious?
Maybe that's what I'm trying to say.
I don't know. They're
That's
fun.
okay.
I can
Luxurious.
tell you that.
Luxurious eyeshadows. Okay, these go on smoothly. They're rich in metallic pigment and they're a lightweight gel-based formula. So they do contain, okay, I mentioned, oh, that looks good, Beck. So I mentioned, like, if you do a little comparison here, these are a regular line liquid eye shadows. This is our limited edition shimmer liquid eyeshadows right there. Limited edition. You can see the difference in the two. These do contain, compared to our other eyeshadows, our liquid eyeshadows, I think significantly more sparkle.
Definitely more sparkle.
Anybody would agree with me on that. We have two great colors. We have amethyst, which I just put on my hand for you. It's so pretty.
And that's what I just put in the middle from the tear duct all the way over here. Keep going. Sorry.
No. That's perfect. Doesn't that look good? And then we also have this graphite color. So can you wear these during the day? Yeah.
Well, yes, I do. So I'm doing the graphite over the top of where I had put the espresso. Can you see that?
And Becky is blending it out. She is softening it, but still keeping a certain amount of definition. So it's going to look great for daytime. Okay. Now, let me say too, if you are somebody who tends to have more mature eyes, maybe you've got a significant amount of crepey skin, these probably are not going to be your best friend. All right. Yeah. I would probably, to be very honest with you, avoid these if that's your situation. But I do have more of a mature eye, you guys. I have a hooded eye and I have small eyes, and I can use these if I apply them lightly, if I go with a light hand on these. But they are pretty versatile and you can layer them. You guys, you can layer them with our regular line liquid eyeshadows, or you can layer them. I personally, my favorite way to wear these is to put it on as a base and then put just a regular mineral powder eyeshadow.
So you're going the opposite direction of what I did today.
Yeah, exactly. But
that's such a good tip.
Yeah, that just shows how easy they are to use. But if you're somebody you want to, like, let's say you have something, you need something. Let me say it this way. You need a couple of items that are fun and a little more glam for evening events, you guys. You do. Okay. You don't want to wear, if you're going out to a nice dinner, the same makeup you wear every single day of your life. You want to have a couple things on hand to sparkle it up a little bit.
And you guys, if you are a young girl or you have young girls and they have a mermaid party coming up, you want them to have a mermaid party, this would be so perfect for them.
I think that is brilliant.
So you guys,
that makes me want to have one right now.
I know. I have a client that just got 2 for her daughters for Christmas because she knows her young daughters are going to be all about sparkle eyeshadow. Yeah. And if you're going to give them a sparkle eyeshadow, I know they're little, but why not do something that's actually okay for their eyes instead of getting a product that can cause issues down the road? Because I've had that happen. I just had a client call me and say they were using another brand from a very inexpensive. I don't like saying names of stores, but it has something to do with only costing $1.
The thing, so yeah, that cost about. So the thing is, I think that it doesn't take a lot to brighten somebody's day. And you think about a little girl, how much just this product, and this retails for 16, okay? A little girl, I don't care whether they're 5 years old or 17 or 18, would love something like this.
And you can keep it in your drawer and
Yeah.
you can apply it to her so it doesn't get like painted all over the house. So
Right.
there are ways that you can use it and have her be excited.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Well, we need to move on to eyeliner.
Yeah.
And you are the queen of explaining eyeliner. So I'm just going to work and you can do the
Okay. So
reason
you're
why
going to
we
use
need this.
Yeah. Well, we do need it. Don't skip eyeliner, even if you do have a hooded eye. So if you notice today, I used our liquid eyeliner, and I'm going to explain this. It's like a pen. It's like an ink pen. It's so easy to apply. I have it on just the top. Okay. I don't have any eyeliner underneath. All right. Because my eyes are small. I don't want to close them up more, but the control you get with this product is amazing. You can get a thicker line, or you can use it just the tip and get a very thin line. I don't know if you can even see that. Get a very thin line. Okay. If you are somebody with a hooded eye, just stay very close to the base of your lash line. It's very natural looking, but why wear an eyeliner? Because it defines your eyes.
Look at the difference.
Yeah.
This eye looks like it's got a sleepy eye.
Yeah,
like I can't open it up all the way.
It does.
Look at that.
You know what? So many times I'll be doing my makeup and I will not really like how it's going or what's going on, but I keep going. I persevere, Becky. I persevere. All right.
That is such a good quality in you. I love that. We need to be more persevering, right?
Yeah. So by the time I get my eyeliner on, my mascara and my lip gloss and do my hair, I gotta say it looks pretty good every time.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is, don't panic if you're putting it on and your hair is up and you have little to no makeup on and you're like, this looks terrible. Keep going. Don't panic. A Q-tip solves a lot of problems in makeup life.
That is so true. Eye makeup remover and a Q-tip. Yes. Exactly. So let's just talk really, really quickly. I know we're coming close to the end of our time here, but I think one of the concerns on the parts of moms is they don't want their kids to not have, like, their eyeliner can be way too out of control. Or maybe young girls are like, I don't know how to do eyeliner. Like, what are 2 quick tips? One for moms, one for daughters, of like, how do you do it right and not look like the crazy girl?
So what you want to do is 2 very easy ways to do it. Number 1, it does take a certain amount of practice, so be a little patient with yourself, but stay as close to the base of your lash line as possible for the most natural look. And don't try to draw just one continuous line. Use a magnified mirror and do short little strokes and kind of connect all the lines together, and then take a Q-tip or a makeup brush and soften the line. Smudge it a little bit. Trust me, it'll look great.
So is this thick of a line a good, appropriate amount of eyeliner for young women or adults?
So the rule is, if you can wear a thicker line, okay, some people can depending on your eye shape, but typically if you're going to do that, just stay on top. Don't do the lower lid. Women, and I'm talking to women right now, 50 years and older, if you are wearing just a thick line only under your eye and nothing on top, that dates you. It dates. Yes. Okay. It's going back to the 80s, okay, which it was great then, but it's not so great now. So you typically want to do a thin line across the top and a thin line underneath with mascara, or just a thin or medium line on the top.
Yeah. And should they completely do black all the way around?
Well, I know that some people like that look, but I would say no. And there's a variety of reasons. And I think younger girls are typically the ones who are going to do this. So, what that does is it really closes up your eyes. And what happens is all people are looking at, you guys, is that you have on too much makeup. They're not noticing how pretty you are or how pretty your eyes are or it's so distracting. You don't want to, you want to accentuate your eyes, not cover them up. And too much dark around your eyes is just going to cover them up.
Yeah. Yeah. So true. Well, I've moved on to mascara because every girl needs mascara to finish up.
Right.
And I'm doing waterproof on my lower lashes. And one tip is to do your lower lashes first. Because when you go to do your upper lashes, if you've already done them, you can get the little dots up here.
Right.
You don't want to do that. So if you start with your lower, that's a really good thing. I like waterproof on the lower lashes because I have really watery eyes. And then I am using our Lash Intensity on the top. And this has a massive brush that gives 200% more volume and 84% more length. It has 2 different size bristles on it. And so actually my mom saw me the other day and she's like, do you have false eyelashes on? I'm like, nope. This is what I look all the time.
Yeah.
Oops. Now, here's a tip. I just gave myself a little tattoo here. I'm not going to touch that till it's dry.
Right.
That's the mistake we get. Can you explain that, Tracy?
Yeah. So this is what women do. They'll get a little spot like Becky just did, and immediately they'll go like that and smear it. So they took they took a little tiny spot right here and smeared it all the way across their face. Everybody's done it. I've done it too. So like Becky said, she's just going to ignore it, let it dry, and then take a brush. A spoolie works the best. What is a spoolie? We have one. It looks like this. And all you do when I'm done, I always lay this on my bathroom counter when I'm doing my makeup. And then when I take care of everything, I remember, okay, make sure you clean up your eyeshadow. And I just kind of pop off all the little mistakes all around my eye.
Yep.
This works perfect and it doesn't mess up your eye makeup.
And normally I would have done my eyes before my foundation. But because we're trying to save a little bit of time and it's night, I already have my foundation on, girls. So
exactly.
Here we go.
But look at the difference, Becky. And again, Becky is a beautiful woman. She looked great when she came on camera. She really did. She looked great. But now, my goodness.
We got something going on. And I feel so much better because I look like myself. So I'm trying to find my brushes. I got so much going on here, Tracy.
I believe it.
You could only see what's happening behind the screen. It'll probably be better that you can't. I'm trying to find my spoolie. A little something going on here, but you know. But mascara is super important, you guys.
It is. Mascara is so important. And then you're gonna do a little bit of blush too, aren't you, Beck?
I am. First of all, though, I need to get rid of this little dot.
Came right off.
Actually, I just am wiping it off. Oh, there we go. Off it goes. I'm going to go now to my under eye corrector.
Oh, yeah.
I did not do that yet.
So let's talk about that.
Yeah, you talk about it and I'll work.
Okay, I'm looking for under eye corrector right here. Okay, so under eye corrector. Why? Why do you need under eye corrector?
It especially looks attractive this way.
Oh, yeah. Leave it that way.
I'll go through my day, my evening like this.
New look. It's a new kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you guys, what it does is, and Beck, I want you to show one eye once you've got one. Okay. Because under eye corrector is a peach colored concealer, basically. And it's going to offset, that peach color is going to offset anything dark, whether it be dark eye circles or dark sunspots, anything dark on ivory to beige skin. We can apply that same principle to very dark beige and bronze skin using something different, okay? But it'll be peachy to orangey, that we're going to use on that skin tone. But under eye corrector, the way Becky's using it, it's a peachy concealer and it eliminates dark eye circles.
Yes, I was noticing earlier on camera that you could see kind of, I don't technically have bags, but it was just dark under there. And it was especially noticeable on this eye. I was noticing earlier. I was like, oh, that's not looking very pretty today. So it's actually fixed it. Can you see the difference?
Mm.
So plus I go up like this, and that gives me a natural lift. So
what she just said there is key. As we age, and women, you know this, if you're in your 40s or older, we're working against gravity on a daily basis on every part of our body. Okay.
Yeah.
I know that. So you can you can see Becky swiping that up from the corner of her eye to the corner of her eyebrow. And like Becky said, that gives an instant eye lift. You don't ever want to pull anything down on your eye. You want to make sure your eyeliner isn't pulling your eye down, or your eyeshadow. Finishing your eye look that way makes a tremendous difference.
Mm-hmm. So I feel like I always put my mascara on a little bit too heavy under my eyes, and I did not do this yet, and I'm just feeling like it's just a little bit too heavy. So what I do is I take my eyeliner or my eye makeup remover with a little Q-tip, and I'm going to just clean this up and make this a little thinner. So just so you know, it doesn't, if you get it too thick, it's not the end of the world. There. That looks better, doesn't it?
Right. Yeah, it does.
So it was just too dark, and I did not do that step, but that's how I clean it up after I do my mascara and before I do under eye and before I do my foundation.
That looks good, Beck.
Yeah, much better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was feeling a little raccoony, and you're probably thinking, girl, you got a little too much going on. You're right, I did.
I can see where I wouldn't have thought it needed it, but now that you did it, I can see where it looks better.
Yeah, it was just too much. So we need to go on to cheek color. And even if you're a young girl, you can wear a little bit of cheek color. We have some really great colors. I think the Shy Blush right here is one of my most popular for young girls, and the Rogue Rose. But also, if you have more sunny or more rosy cheeks, this rosy nude right here is fantastic because it kind of offsets the rosiness of your cheek. And then we have the coral. If you've never tried a coral before, why not? Like, a lot of gals think they can't wear coral, and you really can.
Yes. Actually, coral, as we get more mature, as our skin matures, we do need to warm up our colors a little bit. It's going to add youth and vibrancy to your skin tone. So peachy colors really for a lot of women work really well as you move into that more mature phase of life. But yeah, you do always want to use a cheek color. Why? Because it brightens your skin. It brightens your face. And again, a tool, using the proper tool makes a big difference. We have this amazing cheek color brush. It makes it so easy to apply your brush in the perfect place. It helps you place the color properly.
Okay, so I purposefully did it wrong.
You did?
It's not blended. It's just, see that?
Yeah.
And this is why people don't use cheek color. They're like, I tried it and it looked terrible.
Right.
Yes, it did look terrible because you didn't go in and blend it. Right. So I love the blending brush or a liquid brush, any other kind of a brush, and just come back in and blend. It will solve all of your problems. Right. If you got way too much on, you can always take a little bit of foundation and go over it.
You can. And mineral powder foundation, I have found, in fact, I did it just this morning. Mineral powder foundation is the perfect eraser. You don't need a lot if you overdo it with eyeshadow or cheek color. So,
that's such a great tip. Okay, well, we need to go on to our highlighters.
Oh, highlighter. Woo. Yeah,
Yes, look at these beautiful highlighters.
guys.
Pretty.
So
Okay.
you got to know these are high sparkle factor. Okay.
Yep.
So don't be surprised by that. If you get it, don't be surprised by that. Why would you wear this? Well, Becky is brightening the inner corner of her eye with
I'm doing Canary Diamond.
Canary Diamond. Okay.
Yep.
Also, I have it on my cheekbone, on just above where I put my blush. And I always put, you can see, a little bit on the tip of my nose. That's very on trend to do. Tiny bit, you don't need very much. You can also, you guys, take it, and I'm going to do it right now, a nice big brush, and I'm going to use, is this called Pink Sapphire?
Yeah.
Pink Sapphire. Okay, and I'm going to put some right here.
Such a great idea. I didn't do that yet today.
So yeah, I have a lunch appointment with a girlfriend. So
oh well, you need a little shimmer for your lunch appointment. Yeah. All right. So there's our highlighters. It's so much fun. Yeah. I can keep them on my shelf.
And they brighten your face, you guys.
Mm-hmm. Trying to find the lipsticks. Where are my lipsticks? Because those I think are my favorite. How about you?
I have them right here. Yeah. So we have Ruby. Yes. You guys, they're so pretty.
So pretty.
Okay. I love, you guys, isn't that gorgeous? So I love this all just on its own. It's so beautiful. Okay. So the second color is called Sunstone. That's this one.
Mm-hmm. So good. I put a little bit in the middle.
Light colors are going to make your lips look fuller. Dark colors are going to make your lips look smaller, and it will age you a little bit. But wear a dark, like if you're fair and you wear a very dark lip color, it is going to make you look a little older. Okay. So just be aware of that.
I love these. They're not gritty. They stay on really well. They feel fantastic on your lips. And I'll tell you, a lot of my clients are getting both because of what I just did. They're loving the dark, but that little bit of light in the middle. And you can put it over. I love the light one over a lip liner. You can combine them together, like so versatile. And these are limited. So if you want it, make sure you get it right away. I'm sure they're going to sell out.
I do too. Yeah. Think about all that you have upcoming with, I don't know, family get-togethers, parties, Christmas stuff. Like Becky said, if you want it, don't wait. Order it today.
And if you're a teacher and you're wearing a mask, you're probably like, I can't wear lip color. Well, when that mask comes off, girlfriend, you need something on your lips. So whether it's a lip gloss or a lipstick, we have a full line of amazing lip glosses. And I would say for those young teenage girls, 12, 13, 14, get them a really awesome lip gloss for school. These are not sticky. They stay on really well. They're beautiful. We have nudes, we have pinks, we have shimmer, we have cream, we have dark colors. So anything you want, we can get you a lip gloss. Oh, that looks so good. What color did you just do?
I did. Oh, Beck.
Sorry, she just grabbed one. Oh, yeah. I think that's Evening Berry, right?
Yes, I do think that is it.
So good. Well, you guys, we want you to put in the comments which are your favorite products, what tips have you loved, and let me just share with you a special deal because our time has come to an end. And here's our special deal. For every $50 that you spend during this event, you get one of these 6 items at half price. So if you purchase $100 in product, you get 2 of these. If you purchase $300, you get however many 6 of these items at half price. Make sure you follow up with your consultant. This is super important that you give your feedback. What did you learn? What did you love? What would you like on your wish list? So Was this fun? And the second question is, what do you like if money was no object, which items would you love on your shelf?
Mhm.
And then make sure you just touch base with her. She can get those for you. And we're so glad you could be on. Any closing thoughts?
Just have fun with it. Don't take things so seriously. And, makeup is something that it does go down the drain at the end of the night. So have some fun with it and treat yourself.
All right. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Have a great night.